stretch of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and our home team. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Morrison. He's going to take another shot here. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Pulled in at the 24. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against his secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, Burks. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 9.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Burks broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Now a give right side. Burks fights off the defender. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He'll try again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
By at the 40. Whoa! It still won't go down. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down now, Burks. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Back to throw now on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Burks. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll look to throw again. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. 10 yards gets them closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now this one complete on the slant route. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect this quarterback, and a sack resulted.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
obviously you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Yeah, baby.
So that challenge, a successful one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
They'll try again.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Red Dragons are able to move back in front.
Such an art to dot the I. Just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Morrison got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Morrison. And he will find his man on the outside. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Texans send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. 2nd and 9.
Gain of 8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors at that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? To throw on 2nd down, Morrison. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side. Keenan. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. From the gun, Morrison. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's got Burton here. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first down, Burks. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 91 yards.
And the Red Dragons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Houston set to take over.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Back to throw. Morrison. This one into the hands of Burton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Morrison. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively.
There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll run on first down. Burks, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and drag it.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Red Dragons are able to stretch out their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So this drive spans 7 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Morrison. He finds his man. Complete. That's Burton. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morrison. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He finds his man. Complete. It's Burton. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there.
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Red Dragons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now 24. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And you can see the result there. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, on the other side, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken at the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. There he goes, right side. Trotty. And he will score. Touchdown.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Throwing on first down. Morrison. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Morrison. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, Keenan, and shedding through the tackle. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Morrison. He finds his man. Complete. It's Burton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Keenan. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. On 1st down, Morrison. He finds his man. Complete. That's Burton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in a yard. On 2nd down now, Keenan. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. On 2nd down, Keenan. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll keep it on the ground. Keenan. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. From the gun, Morrison. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is down to 24. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the deep ball has been his friend, Mr. Davis, and to the tune of the lead right now.
And isn't it fun to watch? I mean, I don't care which side you're for. I don't know who you're rooting for, but
don't
to
be
see
biased.
that, listen, I'm trying my best to stay neutral, but that is a pretty play. It's similar to going and watching batting practice with a home run hitter, a big-time player, and you just see it happen time and again, and that's what we're seeing in this game.
He is rocking and rolling. So are they. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll drop to throw. He completes it to Evans. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second and 2. And it's complete right back to Ridley.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st down, Burks. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brings up third and 5.
They'll set up to throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Houston. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Keenan, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Morrison. Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. For the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And running with power here. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Burks. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis, and that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Morrison. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Morrison. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, Morrison. He finds his man, complete. It's Burton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. To throw. Morrison. He's going to air one out. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side. Burks. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.